You're watching one of the most talked about luxury convertibles of 2026. The Mercedes-Maybach SL isn't just another SL-class roadster with a fancy badge slapped on it. This is a fully reimagined expression of what an ultra-luxury grand tourer can be when you take the iconic SL silhouette, infuse it with bespoke Maybach craftsmanship, and give it a presence that demands attention the moment it rolls into view. At first glance, you see that long, sweeping hood, that upright three-pointed star on the nose, and a grille tailored specifically for this model. It's not a subtle look. Chrome brightwork wraps the windshield frame, illuminated grille veins catch the light, and in certain trims, you even get Maybach logos integrated into the bumper mesh and soft top pattern. It's bold, expressive, and unmistakably exclusive. Slide inside and you step into a world that feels more like a private jet than a car. This is where Mercedes-Maybach's artisan approach really shines. Crystal white Napa leather floods the cabin with contrast piping and quilted surfaces that feel sculpted around you. Traditional craftsmanship meets the latest tech with dual high-resolution displays, augmented reality navigation, and a Burmester 4D surround sound system that even syncs subtle vibrations through the seats for a fully immersive experience. Now let's talk performance, because a car like this can't just be pretty and comfortable. Most early SL 680 Maybachs are powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, tuned to produce around 577 horsepower and roughly 590 pound-feet of torque. That's the same basic engine you'd find in the AMG SL63 platform it's derived from, but the Maybach version has a much more refined personality. It doesn't feel like a sports car that's been tamed, it feels like a luxury performance machine that just happens to devour highways and sweepers with effortless authority. 0 to 60 in the Maybach SL isn't shy either. Most reports cite times in the low 3-second range, which is astonishing when you consider how plush the ride is. And that's no accident. Engineers swapped out the aggressive suspension tuning of the AMG SL for something much softer and more cushioning, with advanced hydraulic roll stabilization and Maybach-specific damper calibrations that make rough pavement seem like velvet. The convertible experience here is also something special. The soft top operates with physical switches, yes, old-school tactile controls, and when raised, it creates a nearly cocoon-like quietness thanks to layers of acoustic insulation. If you've ever struggled with wind buffeting or road noise in a drop top, this feels like one of the first convertibles you can actually carry on a meaningful conversation in at highway speeds. One of the most interesting things about the Maybach SL concept is how it straddles two worlds. It's not as aggressively sporty as an AMG SL63. Sport mode in this car isn't about clinging to apexes or chasing lap times. It's about crisp throttle response and a more engaging soundtrack. But in Maybach or comfort modes, the car melts over bumps and dampens city chaos, reinforcing its identity as a luxury grand tourer. Visually, the SL plays with themes familiar to Maybach fans. Two curated design ambiances like white and red, with matching exterior and interior color stories, and over 50 exclusive paint options from the manufacturer palette that can make your car truly one of a kind. And rather than cramming in ridiculous performance gimmicks, Mercedes-Maybach is doubling down on materials, detail, and that intangible sense of indulgence you feel the second you touch the steering wheel. Pricing sits at the top of the luxury convertible segment, with starting figures well into the six-figure range. But for what you get, it's a legitimate contender against bespoke luxury from other ultra-premium marques, especially if your priorities skew toward refinement and exclusivity over headline engine numbers. So, is the 2026 Mercedes-Maybach SL the perfect car for every enthusiast? Maybe not. If you want a raw supercar experience with every ounce of chassis feedback and engine howl cranked up, you might look elsewhere. But if what you crave is an open-air, high-performance tourer that feels like a mobile lounge with the soul of a thoroughbred, this SL could very well be one of the most compelling vehicles on the road today.
That's the 2026 Mercedes-Maybach SL, where opulence meets capability in a way that only a few cars in history ever have.